Okay, so ever since I saw the trailer from Comic-Con for Dewey Wins, where Steven and Connie have their first fight in a while, I've seen all sorts of comments that are just totally shitting on Connie, and that's not fair. I mean, yes, I understand why Steven did what he did, and I'm not against him in the slightest. I totally understand that what he did was, as far as he could tell, the best thing he could possibly do in that situation to protect people. And that's admirable. You know, go Steven, you adorable little cinnamon roll, you. But the thing is, Connie, I mean, first of all, Steven has this bad habit of kind of brushing aside issues whenever he doesn't want to confront it. Like, he just wants to keep his happiness, so he'll ignore kind of the things that make him depressed or sad. And that's a very realistic thing to do because I know I do it a lot. And it's not healthy, but it's an understandable defense mechanism. You can't be sad all the time, but you also can't force yourself to be happy when things are bad. It's it's just kind of something you have to learn how to deal with. And Steven's just a kid, so of course he's not going to have everything perfectly down just yet. But Connie's reaction is even more understandable if you think back to blah blah blah. If you think back to Sworn to the Sword, I was looking up the transcript because I remembered specifically something that I thought applied really well to this situation. Let me read over that for you. I'm going to use a higher pitched voice for Connie and a lower pitch, well, my normal voice for Steven, if that's okay. Steven, what are you doing here? Connie, I don't want you to do this anymore. Not alone. No, Steven, I understand now. Your legacy, your destiny, your everything. And I am nothing. But I can do this for you. I can give you my service. No, I don't want you to. Steven, I'm doing this for you. I need to be able to protect you. But if you're the one protecting me, then who's the one protecting you? Someday soon, we may be fighting some really bad guys. And when that day comes, I want to fight with you, together. So please, won't you share this jam with me? Little bit of a pause there. And then Steven just continues on this same thing. No matter what comes, we do this together. We're a team. If Connie's going to fight, then we're going to fight together. Steven was very adamant about this. In the whole episode, he's just refusing to accept that sacrificing yourself to protect someone else is the right answer. And yet, that ends up being exactly the answer that he comes to when he sacrifices himself to Aquamarine and Topaz. I mean, yeah, this is probably slipping his mind because it's a different situation, but from Connie's point of view, it probably seems like Steven's either vastly underestimating her and her ability to help, or he's just being a hypocrite because, I mean, she got talked out of doing that exact same thing. She wanted to protect him. She wanted to sacrifice herself if needed in order to keep him safe. And yet Steven just sacrificed himself to keep them safe. And somehow now it's the right answer for him when it was the wrong answer before. I mean, I understand Connie's perspective. That's really frustrating to have someone suddenly change what they'd said before because now it's about them instead of about you. It's like different rules apply to them than they do to you, and that's not fair. Connie wants to be able to protect Steven, just like Steven is able to protect her. I mean, look at this the other way around. But if you're the one protecting me, then who's the one protecting you? Connie wants to be able to be there to help protect Steven, because he needs protecting too. I mean, yes, he's part gem, but Connie is a strong individual, and she thinks that she should have at least a chance to try and keep Steven safe the way Steven keeps everybody else safe. And I understand that. From Steven's perspective, yeah, it was the only way to end things there. He's Rose Quartz, he's the one they're after, and he doesn't want anyone else to get hurt just to keep him safe. Like, if he's their objective, then yeah, he should just surrender and for the greater good to protect a lot of people instead of just him. But from Connie's point of view, that's her best friend. Of course she's going to be upset. And Steven's just kind of brushing the issue aside now. And as for Lion taking sides against Steven, I'm thinking Lion's just a little bit hurt, and he doesn't like that it's not being acknowledged. And he's probably just as close to Connie as he is to Steven by this point. So, of course, he's like, no, 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 Steven, you should not be just ignoring this. Remember what happened in mindful education? Ignoring it, brushing it aside, it's going to lead you to have some horrible emotional crisis, and that's not good. So, yeah, I'm hoping that this is addressed in the episode itself, because I think it's really interesting. And, yeah, it's really interesting to bring back something all the way back from Sword to the Sword, because really, I see, like, pretty much the exact same situation, only reversed, to where it's Steven sacrificing himself for Connie now instead of the other way around. But those are just my thoughts, so let me know if you guys have any other thoughts on the matter, anything I might have missed. Hopefully this turns out okay, because I'm not used to doing these kind of videos, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, maybe I'll do more Steven Universe content. We'll see. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.